You didn't tell me I was looking for a hooker.
What?
I've heard all about her modelling career. That's what she's been up to. Not frightened to let people see what she has on offer. Go on, hit me. I might get some of my money in compensation.
All right, fellas.
Leave him, Frank. He ain't worth it.
Right,
He's just
leave me alone. Boys.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
I think it's time to go, mate.
What's going on here?
Out of the way, Frank. I'm going to cripple him.
Hey!
You want some, you can have some of the whiskey. But that little...
We ain't done nothing.
Hang on. Now, what's this all about?
She's been out all night and she's been here.
Is that true, son? Ricky,
Yeah. But ain't what you think, Dad.
She's my sister, Frank. My little sister.
get him upstairs, Pat.
No, hold on a second.
Hey, you hold on. If my son's been mucking about, I'll hammer him. Not you. Get him upstairs, Pat.
All right, Frank. I know you can march on, mate, but you're a bit short of wind. It comes with age, you know what I mean?
You want to try it?
Yeah?
Hey. Now, pack it in, you two. Don't you dare.
Never again. Have you ever ridden on a milk train? Well, don't. And that so-called friend of mine, well, she's mad.
Man, what happened?
Oh, yeah, it's a different story now, isn't it, eh?
Oh, Dad, would you pay the taxi? It's outside, and Pat, this is my dirty washing. But me, I'm going to bed, so... Good night, Dad.
Yeah. Good night, darling. You got any money on you, Pat?
Well, not on me, no.
Well, I never had a chance to go to the bank yesterday, love.
Oh, this is mental. I'll get it.
Hey, thanks, Phil.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You've hit my car.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You've hit my car.
Yeah, well, you didn't indicate, did you?
You didn't give me a chance to indicate. You come round that corner like Nigel Mansell.
Yeah, but you still didn't indicate,
It wouldn't
did
matter
you?
if I had done you. Speed you was going, you'd never have stopped.
Ah, it's only a scratch.
It may be a scratch to you, pal, but to me that's a ruddy great dent.
Well, I'll fix it up for you.
I've only had it an hour.
Oh, look, hammer it out, bit of filler. Never know the difference.
I'll know the difference.
Well, it's a mug, isn't it? It's built to take a bash every now
Oh,
and again.
well, that's all right then, isn't it? Everything's tickety-boo. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pass round the sledgehammers. We can all have a crack at it.
Well, if I hadn't have personally had to come round and kick your son's backside to get him round to work in the first place, I wouldn't have even come this way, would I?
Oh, yeah, I thought it might be my fault.
Look, just bring it round and I'll get it put right, OK?
Yeah, a cowboy job.
Look, if you're not satisfied, you can take it someplace
What
else.
choice have I got?
Well, we could always fight out on the insurance. I might get a knock for knock. As I said, you didn't indicate.
You two just like it in things, don't you? With you, it's cars. With your brother, it's people.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, son. I'm stating a fact. Found him yet, have you?
Who says I'm looking for him?
Well, if you ain't, I am.
Look, bring it round and I'll see it gets put right, OK? And if you still want a job, get round them arches now. I've got business to do.
Thanks, Dad. It's going to make me look real popular at work. What's going on?
Never you mind. You just keep your eyes open. And if that brother of his shows, you come straight to me, all right? Come to collect my car.
Oh, sorry, Frank. We've had a bit of trouble getting hold of the paint, mate.
The paint?
Yeah, you know, the stuff that covers the metal.
So in the meantime, I've got to do without, have I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Despite the fact that I've got a customer to see, then I've got a friend to visit in hospital. I take it you know what friend I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then I've got to go to an auction this afternoon. But all that goes by the board because you're still prattling about with my car. Is that what you're telling me?
Frank, I'll loan you a motor, all right?
I don't need you to sort me out with a motor. I've got a yard full of motors round the corner there. That's not the problem. The problem is I want that motor because that motor is my motor.
Tomorrow.
My patience is wearing very thin, pal. Very thin.
This ain't just about a motor, is it, Frank? You think my brother was out of order, which is fair enough, but tell him, not me, eh?
Well, I would if I could find him.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you there.
I'll be round first thing in the morning. The man needs teaching a lesson, and if he shows up in here, I'm going to teach it to him.
Pipe, please, Frank.
I've been up to the hospital to see Eddie. He's still in the right mess.
Yeah, well, when you see him again, tell him I hope he gets better soon.
You want to dig at me?
No, I'm being serious. I've got nothing against the geezer, have I?
Hey, your brother was due to put an appearance in here, no?
Nothing definite, Frank.
Lost his bottle, did he?
I doubt it, but when I see him, I'll ask him, shall I?
Frank's itching for a fight. He doesn't care who with or what it's about.
Yeah, you stop letting me knock you down, Pat.
I ain't got stamina anymore, mate.
Game on you.
Hello, bro.
Thought you stood me up.
What's business today?
What?
Business? How was it?
You know my dad's looking for you. Well, look, I don't know what it's about, but go easy on me. He's not so young anymore.
Well. Come on, fellas.
Frank, forget it. It's not worth it.
Fine, please, Sharon. You're not going to serve me.
How should not?
Hello, Frank.
What's the matter with you, pal? You short on brains or something?
Sorry, I'm not with you.
Outside.
I'm having a drink, Frank. Sharon, please.
Don't serve him, Cheryl. Come on, outside me anyway. Hey?
I just want to drink my brother, Frank. That's all.
You scared?
I have no argument with you, Frank.
Oh, yeller, are we? What's the matter, Mitchell? Haven't I got my back towards you? Is that what it is? Eh? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll turn around and make it easy for you, eh? What's the matter with you? You frightened it's going to be you that ends up in hospital this time? Hey? Come on. Come on! Well? Frank! Well. It's crawled out of its hole.
Oh, no, not again. What's the matter with him, Pat?
What's the matter, old man? In your way, am I?
Don't be stupid, Frank. Move over.
Oh, we're getting brave now, are we? You threaten me, eh? I tell you what, Sonny, I'd love a piece of you.
Pat, aren't you going to do anything?
What am I supposed to do? He's over 21.
Frank, you're 10 years too old and 20 pounds too heavy.
Too big for you, am I? Can't you handle anybody bigger than Eddie Royal?
All I want to do is go about my business. That's all.
You know what, Grant? I misjudged you. I always thought you were a snidey little git. But I never thought you were chicken. Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? That old yellow streak runs through you like a stick of Southend rock. Go on your way. Boy, you ain't worth a minute of my time.
Boys will be boys.
See you, babes.
Right, everybody out. Party over.
Grant?
Out. You deaf or what?
These happen to be my mates.
You been doing drugs?
Drugs?
What's this? Brain juice.
Hey, what's going on?
Party over.
Who says?
I do.
That's my cider. I paid for that. Now, do you mind putting it down and leaving? You're out of order.
You been trying to get my sister drunk?
She's my wife.
I don't care. She's not old enough to drink, and I'm not having you forcing alcohol down her throat.
Grant?
You bring her to a place like this, and you think she's some kind of cheap slag. You want to fuck your ideas up, mate? You headed for big trouble.
Hey, what's going on?
What did it look like?
It's him, Daddy's gone nuts
You
again.
just keep your hands to yourself,
What?
pal. He's my boy, and I will deal with him.
Deal with what? This is my party.
Oh, so you're dealing with that's why they're living in a squat, is it?
What's that supposed to mean?
He needs sorting out.
And I will sort him out.
And I'm saying
Just
you ain't
leave
up to it.
Oh. Well, you're bang out of order, pal, do you know that?
So what are you going to do about it?
What do you want to find out?
Well, like I found out last time.
Warn you, Frank. Don't mess with me.
Oh, boy, look who it ain't. The gruesome twos.
Oi, that's not fair on Phil.
Frank, I don't want any bother, is that clear?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here, gentle as a lamb, minding my own business.
Just make sure it stays that way. Oh, you left that behind this morning.
I like his old life over there, nursing his wounds.
So you misbehaving again, are ya?
Was I?
I'm warning you.
Oi, Frank.
Grant.
I told you, it's not coming from me.
Since when does it take one to tango?
I didn't say a word.
All right? Yes, really. See ya. Oh, Frank.
Crying out loud, I come over here for a bit of peace and quiet.
Oh, it's a bad time now.
Phil, I'm sorry, mate, I'm out of order. I'm feeling a bit ragged. Sit down, we're going to have you.
Well, Cappy tells me that you're selling your share of the caff.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You got a buyer?
Well, no, I've had a few nibbles, why?
Well, it's just that if Cappy's getting a new partner, I'd like to know who it is.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you for that. But by the same token, you can't blame him for taking the best price offer, can you? From whoever it may be.
Yeah, if anyone does.
Sorry?
Well, the way I see it is that the building ain't worth a carrot. The only value the caff's got is as a business.
So?
So I wouldn't have thought there'd be that many people looking to put their dough into a greasy spoon.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we, Phil?
Of course, the obvious buyer's Kathy, but, well, she reckons she can't afford it.
So she says.
And then there's me.
You?
Yeah, well, I might be interested, all right, money.
Well, you mean as a present?
Yeah, a bit like that.
Well, I must say, very generous, very generous.
I think she's worth it.
Well, the asking price is 9,000.
Well, that's the problem, Frank. That's a bit strong for me.
Well, what did you have in mind, then?
4.5.
4.5 grand? What, are you out for a lark or something?
That's all I got, mate. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think, Phil. I think you and Kathy had a nice little chat underneath the duvet and come up with an idea how you can have one over on me.
Leave it, eh?
Oh, so you just happen to have 50% of the asking price lying around, do you?
Yeah.
What have you got me down as, some sort of donut? I've been around too long, pal.
All right, Frank. That's how you feel, mate.
That's how I feel, mate.
But listen, if you change your mind, you know where I am, right?
Yeah, I know where you are, yeah.
What, Frank, what are you having?
A lot of other things, Grant. Phil, have you got a minute, please?
Yeah.
Are you, are you still interested in the cafe?
Yeah, you know I am.
Well, I thought about what you said, and, well, at a push, I'll take 7.
It's still too strong, Frank.
What do you mean, too strong? Look, cards on the table, son. I'm in stuck. I've got to raise some money quickly. If I don't even want to think about it. That 7 grand's going to give me a bit of breathing space.
I can't do it, mate.
Look, we both know you got me over a barrel here. Talk to me.
Look, 5 grand top whack.
Cash.
Tomorrow.
No, it's no good tomorrow. I've got to put some money in the bank today.
We can have a kite in half an hour.
You're turning me over, you know, don't you?
Frank, 5 grand, take it or leave it.
You bought yourself a third in the caff, but Phil, this is twice you've earned out of me. Once with a flat, and now with a caff. I figure you owe me one.
All right, what would you have in mind?
Can't talk you. You said you'd have a sex with me, what, half hour?
That push, yeah.
Bring around home, we'll talk then.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, come.
Frank.
Ah, Phil.
5 grand, mate.
Thanks, my old son. Cheers.
Someone's drawing up the paperwork now. Should take a week to 10 days.
Fine, thank you.
Frank, I know you think I took liberties, but, well, tell me you wouldn't have done the same, eh?
No, I wouldn't have done in actual fact, Phil. I would have screwed you down to 3.5 grand, because you know I would have taken it.
Too soft, that's my trouble, eh?
Yeah. Talking of which,
What's that?
that little matter of a favour that you owe me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, a few weeks ago you told me about a friend of yours that arranged a fire for the insurance.
I did, yeah.
And they paid out.
Yeah.
Well, as you now know, I've been having some severe financial problems
Frank,
myself.
can we cut through the crap? What is it you want?
Oh, that's just so I want to keep as many options open as I possibly can.
Firing a car lot being one of them.
If it comes to it, yeah.
So where do I fit in?
Well, if I did, fire the car lot, I'd have to be somewhere else, wouldn't I?
Well, have you got any sense, yeah?
Which means I would have to need someone to actually do the job for me.
Oh, here we go.
What do you think?
You want me to fire the car lot?
If it comes to it, yeah. Phil, you've had 2 good cracks out of me. First the flat, and now the cafe. All I'm asking for is a little bit in return.
What, you scratch my back and I commit arson for you, that sort of thing, yeah?
I couldn't have put it better myself. What do you think?
And this'll make us quits.
Completely clean slate.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Frank, this is strictly between me and you. If you start mouthing it off and I go away, I won't be happy.
Yeah, come on, Phil. That goes without saying.
Fair enough. Just let me know when, yeah?
Phil, by the same token, if you get caught, we never had this conversation.
They're pulling someone out. Yeah, they are and all.
God, no. Is he dead?
Oh, my God. No.
Oh, you're coming round here, Phil. Great idea.
I saw the old Bill going to the Jacksons.
I still don't think it was a good idea for you to come here.
How much of that scotch you had?
Not enough, not by a long shot.
Bit of a giveaway, ain't it?
Everybody has a drink now and again.
So, what'd you tell them?
Oh, not a lot. Well, they wanted to know everything from my shoe size to what side of the bed I sleep on.
And what else?
What do you mean, what else?
Well, they got round to my gaff quick enough. You must have said something to them.
What is this? I've already had one grilling this morning. I don't need another one, thank you. They're probably questioning everybody. You said it yourself, they were round at the Jacksons.
I think you've had enough of that.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
All it takes is one wrong word.
Oh, Phil. It's not easy trying to look innocent when you're guilty. A young man died.
Yeah, I know. I ain't handling it too well myself.
What was he doing in the car? What was he doing
I
in
ain't
the
got the
car?
answer to that, Frank. But the thing to remember is the old Bill don't know anything. They won't know anything as long as we play it right. You got me?
Yes, loud and clear. Can I have my scotch back,
Now
please?
do yourself a favour and have a cup of coffee. Because believe me, Frank, they'll be back. And when they do come back, you better be ready.
Now, Mr. Butcher, don't go leaving the country suddenly.
Now, why would I want to go and do a thing like that?
Yeah, well, you'll need to return in 2 weeks for further questioning.
Why'd I give you a lift home?
Why shouldn't I?
Just a bit funny, that's all. What'd you tell them, Frank? Huh?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was as tight as a drum in there.
Is that right?
Oh, I'm crying out loud, Phil. Will you behave yourself? Frank Butcher don't break that easy, mate.
Nah. He yaps on a lot, doesn't he?
And what's that supposed to mean?
There's something might have slipped out.
Nothing slipped out, Phil. All right? Nothing. I was as cool as a cucumber in here, and I was at least 3 steps ahead of them all of the way.
So why'd I give you a lift?
I don't know, do I?
Something ain't right, Frank.
Listen to me, Phil. Listen to me. We're in the clear. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? We're in the clear. Old Frankie boy has sorted it all out.
I hope so, Frank. I really do.
Oh, good afternoon, Philip. Not interrupting anything, am I?
What?
What was that all about just now, you and Ricky? You've done pretty well for yourself in the last couple of years, haven't you, Phil, eh? Big new house. Done out nice, so I'm told. The arches, the cafe, slice of the pub. Let's not forget the new flat. A beautiful wife and a baby on the way. Funny old world, isn't it? I used to have a wife. I used to have kids. I went to pick my little girl up from school yesterday afternoon. Only to watch her go in the front door with her other dad. That's the geezer who's shacking up with my missus, by the way. I want you to imagine how that feels, Philip. Are you imagining? Odd, isn't it? How many of the things you've got now I used to have? The flat, the cafe, the pub, a wife. One that stood by you, even though you was messing about with your brother's missus. Yeah, I heard all about that. Yeah, you've been a lucky boy one way or another all round, Philip, haven't you, eh? You know where I was this morning?
Ricky says you got some deal cooking.
Yeah. DSS. I stood for 2 hours in the queue, only to find they never had the right form.
All right. I get the message.
What does March the 8th, 1994 mean to you, Phil? Do you feel guilty? Because I do. I have dreams. Awful, terrible dreams. I met a Catholic priest when I was in Bristol. Fine man. He had faith. Solid as a rock he was. I thought, Frankie, my son, you could do with some of that. You know what stopped me? Ever thought of confessing, Phil? I think about it all the time. You know, wash it all away. Maybe start to sleep easy at nights.
You know, anyone would think that you were the only one who suffered in all this. Well, you ran away, remember? stuck around. And every time I pass that car up, I'm reminded. So don't talk to me about guilt.
Look at yourself, Phil. And look at where you are. Now look at me. And where I am.
What do you want, Frank?
What I want is peace of mind, but you can't give me that, can you? So, in the meantime...
In the meantime, what?
I need a roof over my head. I need some kind of work. And I need to get back on my feet again. And you, Philip Mitchell, you owe me.
You've been downstairs then?
The money is on
the bar, I know.
So what's your problem?
I haven't got a problem.
Oh. This is down to Phil?
No. It's down to you.
What do you know?
Oh, I know nothing. I'm just an ignorant publican.
That's right.
Look, I won't say how you feel, because I don't. But I do understand. I've been down. I lost everything that matters to me. If there was one thing that I learned, it was that that's never solved anything.
Well, maybe I'm not looking for solutions, eh?
Maybe you should be.
Time for another. And now I come to think of it, if this is down to your brother, then he ought to be paying, doesn't he? You can send the bill to him.
Frank? He's told me how to talk.
Says who?
Says me. Grant does what the Scotch wear. Upstairs, eh?
Why?
Because I'm buying this one. I want to know your plans.
Plans?
That's right.
That's a luxury, making plans.
What?
You got to belong somewhere, you know. You got to have a place, security. You got to have a life, and you can make plans.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're right,
You
Frank.
see, that kid had died in the fire. He couldn't make plans. He just had to go with the flow, you know, grab his chances when he saw them.
Yeah, well, this is all
He
very
couldn't
well.
plan, you know, where he was going to sleep that night. I mean, he just had to wait and see, you know. Could have easily been a shop doorway or an empty garage.
Frank, I ain't come here to talk about that
He
geezer,
came
right?
across was a car. It was my car, and it was on my forecourt.
Yeah,
You see, what I can't understand is, you see, I always lock the cars, always lock the cars. Only not that night. I must have been too wound up, you see.
You just got to forget him, Frank.
I only wish I could.
Know what you want, Frank. You want to pick a fight with me. Only you ain't got the bottle to do it with me direct. So you get at my pregnant wife instead.
Now, why would I want to pick a fight with you?
Because you walk back into Walford and you want to be the old Frank Butcher. But you can't. Because everybody's moved on, haven't they? So you look around for someone to blame, and here I am. I'm married, I'm settled down, I got a nice house. Everything's going right for me, innit? Well, maybe that ain't fair, Frank. But that's how it is. Now, I can understand you not liking that. But just leave Kathy out of it, all right? You got something to say? Then say it to me.
Yeah, I've got something to say.
Well, I'm listening.
How do you sleep of a night?
What?
You see, he tried the door and it was open, you know. And he thought, you know, it's dry. It's dry, it's out of the wind. All he wanted was a decent night's keep. I mean, ain't a lot to ask, because
You've got to forget him, Frank.
Maybe he was taking the bitters, you know.
You got to start looking ahead.
God. What a price to pay for a bed for the night. Gee, if I was a Catholic, I could go to confession, you know, talk to a priest, you know, offload the guilt.
Frank, we can't go and tell anybody. You do understand
I've
that?
fallen as far as I can, that I've reached bottom and there's no further to go, but I'm wrong.
Frank, we've got to learn to put it behind us.
Down and down and down, and you know why, don't you? Justice, that's why, justice.
Justice?
Yeah, and you see, look, all he wanted was a place to sleep. 1 minute he was alive, the next he was dead. Because of us, because of our greed, a man died. A man died! You see, the thing is that no one's paid yet, and he deserves justice, Phil. Can't you see that? Can't you see that? The man needs justice. I don't want that.
It'd be better for you than a whiskey. Drink it. Finish it, Frank, eh? You feeling any better?
Nothing will make me feel better.
Being man here, Frank, it can't be good for you, all the reminders, can it?
You think I should leave, eh?
Yeah.
Where would I go?
Anywhere that ain't here.
I've been thinking along the same lines. There's no place for me here.
You're right.
There's been no justice here.
Look, Frank, that geezer, he's dead. It's over for him.
Yes, but it ain't over for me, is
well,
it?
that's what I've been
and
trying to tell
you. See,
ya.
the thing is that I can't carry on unless I do the right thing. The thing I should have done right from the off.
Which is what?
I've got to go to the police.
You can't.
I've got to.
You just ain't thinking, Frank. You can't go to the old bill. You drop everyone in it. It ain't just me, is it? There's Pat, there's Ricky, there's Kathy. They all know what happened. They'll be done for concealing evidence. You ain't thinking, Frank.
I'm sorry, Phil. I've got no choice. I've got to go to the police.
There you go, mate.
Grant, look, I don't want any favours, mate, but I could do with it. I told you. Well, look, I tell you what, give me my job, mate, then I can pay for it, because I'm a damn good barman, you know what I mean?
Frank.
I'm the best there is, mate, the punters love it.
Yeah, but not when you had a skin for and you're shouting here. Anyway, I've got Nigel who's doing all right.
Well, look, but the potman, I can be the potman again, that's the job.
Look, help yourself to a drink, but don't overdo it, all
No,
right?
I'm going to work for you, mate, whether you like it or not, that's what I'm going to do.
Frank.
No, I'm going to work for you, that's what I'm going to do. All right, fellas, how are you? Nice to see you. Have a good day. All right, me old son, have you finished? There's a good man. See, I'm working for you. All right, me old son, you finished, have you? In a pan, mate, everything's gone.
Hang on, is it?
So much for keeping him sweet. Yeah, Ricky, can't you do something about him?
You shouldn't let him drink, should you? It's a load of rubbish, that's what it is. All rubbish. Rubbish.
Dad, come on. Well, come down with him, Ricky.
Hey, it's my son. How are you, Ricky?
Come on, Ricky.
Well,
Let's get him upstairs, yeah?
one minute. Hello, Princess. How are you? Have you been serving us something? Whoops. Whoops. Lovely word. Whoops. What's going on?
I can't keep up. 1 minute he's talking about throwing the towel in and going to the old bill. Next you tell me he's begging for his job back. He's all over the gaff.
Either that or it's a deliberate wind-up. How much money are you going to make?
You what?
Maybe we should try buying him off.
Be serious, Grant.
Well, why not? When he's brassic, bung him a few bobs, send him on his way.
No, he ain't thinking straight. He probably wouldn't take it. And even if he did, who's to say he wouldn't come back for more?
Grant, can I go home now, please?
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart.
How's Frank?
Oh, he's asleep now. You going home?
Yeah.
Come on, I'll walk with you. So, Frank's asleep. Pity you don't stay that way permanently.
Yeah.
Well, he disappeared once before. He'd be surprised if he did it again.
I don't want anything to happen.
Stay his mind's in his capable of it.
Grant, I've already got one death on my conscience. I don't need another one.
It'd be easy.
Yeah. And so we're going down for 20 years.
Well, and an amateur have done it before for Queen and Country.
Yeah, well, that was the Falklands. This ain't a war.
Oh, no. There you go.
You're serious, aren't you?
What about?
About Frank disappearing.
No, I was only joking. Though it would put an end to all our problems.
Yeah, but it ain't your problem, is it? It's mine.
Leave it off.
Grant, all you got to do is tell Frank to leave and you're in the clear. You got no more worries.
No way.
I'm the one who's interested if Frank goes to the old bill. It's down to me. You ain't involved, you've got nothing to lose.
Only your brother.
The truth is, I don't want you sticking your neck out for me. I can take care of myself, you know that.
Of course I do. But I'm not going to just stand by and watch Frank Butcher mess your life up. You're all I've got, bruv. So, like it or not, we're in this together.
Hi, Frank.
Phil?
How are you?
Thirsty?
Listen, Frank,
About the other night.
Oh, I haven't seen a dicky bird if that's what you're worried about. Not yet.
I hope we're not going to have a rerun of yesterday. I don't think my nerves can take it. Just keep an eye on him. If he gets out of order, we'll deal with it.
I'd rather you dealt with it, to be honest.
Don't worry about Frank. He's a teddy bear.
More like a grizzly, if you ask me.
All right, bro.
Has he said anything to you?
No.
Well, he has to me.
What?
Not yet. That's what he said.
Brilliant.
Pat ain't talked to me yet. I just saw her.
But she's going to, right? Why don't you go upstairs and watch a bit of telly?
Hey, that's my job.
If you say so.
Yes, I do. Excuse me, thank you. Whose round is it tonight?
Can't you do something about him, Phil?
No, what?
I don't know, something.
Not exactly good for business, is he? That's what I love about you, Nige. You've always got your finger on the pulse. Right, take for that, will you?
Just get him out of here, will you? I'll sort him out.
Everything's fine here, Mum. No problem. Look, I've got to go to Bar's full. Yeah, you too.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
I've had it with him.
Are you off? What's going on?
Listen.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry.
Now just shut up, Frank, all right? Just shut up. Now I want you out of here, and I want you out of my life. You got it?
Hey,
you got it, Sonny?
Frank! It's all right, it's all right. You go.
Can I have your attention, please, everyone?
Yeah, about time and all.
Thank you, Pauline.
Now, you all know me. I'm not one for surprise parties. But I'm going to make an exception tonight. Because tonight's a very special occasion for me. A wonderful occasion.
What the lovely young lady is trying to say is that at approximately noon today, she did me the great honour of consenting to be my wife.
Oh, come on, Grant. Open the champagne so we can toast each other.
Peggy, I'm so pleased to be as Frank, I knew you'd do it.
Hey, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm happy for you, then.
Yeah, it's great.
Aren't you going to congratulate us?
Frank Butcher as a stepfather. Yeah, well, if he thinks I'm calling him Dad, he's got another thing coming.
Well, let's have it out with him, ask him what he's playing.
Not now, Phil.
Why not?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
No?
Wrong time, wrong place.
Well, not for me, it ain't.
But leave it. This is Mum's big night. She won't forgive you for messing it up. Neither will I.
You okay?
I couldn't be happier, darling.
Have they said something to you?
No.
Well, it's nothing to do with them. I can please myself who I get engaged to.
Have they said anything to you?
They wouldn't dare.
I'm gonna have a word.
Oh, no, not tonight, Frank. I want to enjoy tonight. And if you don't say anything, they won't.
Look, Frank. You got a minute?
What for?
I just want to buy him a drink.
Oh, we've got plenty at the moment. Buy one later.
I just...
Then don't.
It's all right, Angel.
No, it's not. This is our night. I know what you boys are like when you get together. It's all football and cars. Well, not tonight.
Just want to buy him a drink, that's all.
Hey, Bob,
I think it's about time we cleared the air, don't you?
That's all right.
Oh, I was hoping it's going to be a bit more civilised, isn't it? Why don't we go upstairs?
Where are you going?
For a chat with Frank. It's his idea. You coming? It's got everything to do with us. That's my mother you're marrying.
Come on, Frank, what are you after?
Look, you two might not, but the rest of us normally marry someone because we love them, not because we're after something.
It's this place, isn't it?
I don't want to fall out with you two.
Then go.
Don't start that lark again. Your mother's a landlady here. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, I couldn't just muscle in.
Come on, Frank, we know you want to take over.
This is ridiculous.
Why?
Look, if you really want to know what's what, let's get Peggy up here, see how she feels about this.
Hey, Mum, I'm worried about it. It's you.
Why? Why are you worried about me?
You gonna marry her?
I wouldn't have got engaged to her if I wasn't, would I?
Yeah? Well, if you put 1 foot wrong, I'll kill you.
You are so far off the mark.
Well, we better be frank. For your sake.
We both know what we're doing.
Yeah, well, you might. You might. But she don't. She ain't got a clue what she's letting herself in for.
You two have always had yourself down as something special, ain't you, eh? Well, let me give you a bit of education. You're not. And you're in no position to tell anybody what they can or what they can't do.
We are when it's our mother.
I care about your mother.
The only person Frank Butcher has ever cared about is himself.
You're just jealous, aren't you, eh?
Jealous?
Your failures, the pair of you.
You what?
Strutting around, coming to Jack the Lad, our boys. You got nothing.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing. This is your mother's business. It's her name above the door. You're nothing but a glorified barman. And you...
That's enough, Frank. I want you two to leave me and Frank alone.
You heard what he was saying.
Just leave us alone.
Whatever you say, Tiffany's dead because of me. Because of me.
What does Courtney want for breakfast, love?
Anything but not in there, I'll take it through.
How is she?
Well, she doesn't know. Maybe you want to tell her she's going to have to find out the truth sometime.
Grant, look, please. I can't even begin to know how you're feeling, but
I can't listen to this.
Oh, listen, darling, stay here. Let's talk about it.
There's nothing to say. I don't want him here.
You know, Grant's right. Really, darling, I shouldn't be here. Angel.
Oh, hello.
Grant.
What's he doing here?
I asked him to come over. How'd it go?
Nothing to report. Really sweet up. They've finished with the car.
The car? Was that what you're concerned about?
Grant, what do you want me to say?
Nothing. I want you to go. You're not welcome here.
Well, I didn't think I could let tomorrow go by without, making some form of gesture.
What's he doing here?
So, what I'd like to do, if it's all right with everybody, I'd like to pay for the flowers in church.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
It's not much, but...
You think a few flowers are going to make up for what you've done?
No, of course I don't, Grant.
Get out of here.
Oh, please, Grant.
All right. That's enough. I don't want you in here anymore.
Frank, I've got to be there for him today. You do understand?
Yes, of course I do.
But after that, we'll work things out.
Sure.
Thought I told you.
Hey, now that's enough. I won't be going to Tiffany's funeral because I choose not to. Now, you can threaten me as much as you like, but it won't make an ounce of difference because I'm going to stay here and face up to what's happened and take the consequences. And I suggest you do the same.
In your statement, you say you saw Mr. Frank Butcher run down your wife.
Yes.
Would you care to elaborate?
He was driving like a lunatic the way he took that corner. She never stood a chance. No one would have.
You state that your wife ran across the road.
Yes.
Could you describe her frame of mind as she ran across the road?
Normal.
She wasn't upset about anything. In your statement, you refer to an exchange of words.
We'd had a bit of an upset, that's all.
An argument.
We'd rowed, but it was no different from any row we'd had before.
But nonetheless, your wife's mood could be described as agitated.
Yes.
Would you say, then, that in this agitated frame of mind, crossing the road safely might not have been her chief preoccupation? Mr. Mitchell?
Are you trying to say that it was her fault?
We're here to establish the cause of death, not to apportion blame.
We all know who caused the death, Frank Butcher.
Mr. Mitchell, I will not tolerate these outbursts. Are there any questions the family would like to ask?
Yeah. You can save yourself pity. We all know you're guilty.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. You may sit down.
I haven't asked my question yet.
Consider yourself extremely fortunate not to have been removed from this court. Mr. Butcher, from the evidence gathered before me and from the witness accounts I've heard today, it's clear that in turning that corner you could never have stopped in time. It simply wasn't possible, no matter how fast your reactions had been. You should have no cause to feel guilty. I understand that the CPS has already informed you that all charges against you have been dropped.
What? He murdered my wife! You call this justice? It's a joke!
Oh, well, I better be off.
Yeah.
So, Carla, see you around.
Grant, what can I say? I don't know how many times I've tried to talk to you, to say something, anything. I am so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry. You know, I'd do anything at all. I mean, anything. If only for your mum's sake. Maybe with time, you know, we could become friends again. Please. Peggy!
All that talking you've got to mention that he was moving in. You even wanted me to go out with Phil so you could sneak him in behind my back. What was it? I only want what's best for you. What a joke.
Grant.
Just get out, Frank.
All we're trying to say is, now you've got over the last hurdle, we can get on with our lives.
What were you trying to say? Well, you worked this out together, did you?
We are together, Grant. That's the way your mum wants it. Peggy?
Well, Mum?
Maybe we should leave it for a while, Frank. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ah, there you are. I thought I'd drop in and have a word.
I know what to say.
Well, that suits me down to the ground, because I was thinking in terms of me doing the talking and you doing the listening.
Just leave me alone.
I can't do that, you see, Grant. There's a little matter of my relationship between you and me and your mother. And I think it's about time me and you straighten things out, doesn't she? She tells me you two have had her hair again.
That's between me and her.
No, it is not. It's between the three of us. Grant, me and your mother are together now. We're an item, and we want to live under the same roof like any other couple.
This is my home. Then you can just walk in here and take over.
How many times have I got to tell you, I don't want to take over? And before you start getting on your aisles, may I remind you, you're Peggy's son, you're not a keeper. And if me and her want to live together, that's just the way it's going to be.
You got some nerve in you after what you've done?
Grant, I don't expect you to forgive me for that, because I should never forgive myself. But what I do expect is that you put your feelings to one side and think about your mother for a change. And I'll tell you something else, son. You can stand over that door with an axe, and you ain't going to keep me and your mother apart. So I strongly suggest that you think about that.
But if you do happen to come across one, well, you'll lose your hand.
Grant, wait! Grant, what the hell are you doing?
What does it look like?
Now, look, I know you've had a few words with your mum, but she doesn't want this.
Well, that's not what she told me.
Yes, well, whatever she says, she didn't mean it. You know, I mean, she's not going to admit this, but she's hurt him badly. And sometimes when these things...
What are you trying to say, Frank?
She's got a pride. So I'm asking you for her sake. Can't you try and smooth things out?
We did that last night. We both know where we stand.
But you can't go like this. You belong here.
Not anymore.
This is your home, Grant.
Wrong, Frank. This was my home. But you changed that. I'll be back for the rest of my stuff another time. I'll try and make sure it's when you're here.
Right.
I hope the two of you will be very happy together.
Grant.
she's going to need a whole lot of love and tender care.
Really?
I can't even begin to imagine what she feels like.
Listen, do me a favour. I don't want to sit here listening to you stating the obvious.
All I'm saying is, Phil, that we've all got to help to get her through this.
Yeah, well, it was me and Grant who helped her through it last time, and we managed a lot better than you did.
Yeah, fine, but she's no time to put the boot in, eh?
Yeah. Well, let's see how long you stick around afterwards.
Is it honestly how your mind works?
No. But I know it's how yours works.
So you think I'll take one look and disappear, do you?
So what's this business you got up in Manchester, then?
What business in Manchester?
Ricky said you had a few problems.
Yeah. I've got a few business problems. I mean, what's that got to do with anything?
That's what I'm asking.
I got stuck with a couple of motor cars.
That's funny. Because Roy suddenly went very quiet, too. So you got anything special lined up for Sunday?
Sunday?
Mum's birthday. Don't tell me you forgot.
I have a cry out loud.
Mrs. Mitchell has had the operation and everything appears satisfactory.
Is she all right? Was there any problems?
No, none at all. I'll let you know as soon as she's awake. No doubt she'll be asking for you.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Had enough, have you?
I'm going to stretch my legs. That's if it's all right with you, of course.
I've been looking all over for you.
Well, what's happened?
The nurse says Mum's awake and, well, she's asking us this. Well, come on, put your fag out.
I can't go in there, Phil.
She just come out from the operation and she's asking to see you.
Yeah, but I'll only upset her. I know I will, mate.
You can't do this, though.
I love her too much, I'm sorry.
That's why you're riding out here, is it? That's typical Frank Butcher, that, isn't it? The first sign of trouble.
Yeah, but everything I do or say, you know, I just seem... I know I'm going to upset her, Phil.
Frank, she needs you. Now get in there.
Phil, I can't do it because I know I'm going to go to pieces, I know. Ah, Phil. Glad Lawrence, you are. Wanted to thank you once again for last night.
I did it for Mum's sake.
She seems a lot brighter this morning.
Yeah, well, she's a fighter, isn't she?
Well, the only thing is, Phil, she seems a bit too bright, you know?
Yeah, well, some people are made of stronger stuff than others, aren't they?
I only mention it because I'm worried about her.
I'm going up there myself this afternoon.
Hey, Frank, you don't mind me going to see Sarah, do you?
No, of course not, darling. I've got the instructions, haven't I?
Well, I almost forgot. You better order some more lager in. Almost out.
Bottle of draft.
Bottled. The draft comes once a week.
I know that. I was just checking.
You can drink in, but you can't help out.
What's that?
Her mum wanted me to do a shift. Didn't she tell you?
Now, why would I order twice the amount of lager than normal? They tell me that, will you? Don't give me that, son. Someone has cocked up down at the brewery. You get smart with me, pal. I'll come down there and give you a dry slap. And I'll tell you something else. You haven't heard the last of this. Job's worth.
Problem, Frank?
Yeah, I've got twice the amount of lager than I asked for and nowhere to put it. The geezer down the brewery reckons he had 2 orders. 2 orders from there.
Never mind, eh?
It was you, wasn't it? Didn't trust me to get it right, did you?
I was only thinking, no, Mum, I don't want the place falling apart, do I?
You got a short memory, son, haven't you? Remember who used to run this place? And when are you going to get it into your thick head? It says Butcher over that door, not Mitchell. You want me to spell it out for you?
I wouldn't bother. It ain't gonna be up to that long.
Well, what do you know? The Brothers Grimm. What can I get you? Lager?
No, you sure you got enough?
I'll have an orange juice. He'll have a lager.
Oh, yeah, you got a new lodger. Very, very hospitable of you.
Dan's just keeping down for a couple of days.
Oh, very nice, too. Have you told Ricky about this? Because for some unknown reason, he's got in the back of his mind that you're his best mate, and I would hate to disillusion him, you know.
Frank, the bloke's got nowhere else to go.
He busted up my son's marriage, and you got him staying under your roof?
Just get the drinks, Frank. It's got nothing to do with you.
Go have some service here, Frank.
Yeah, I'll be right with you, fellas.
I don't understand. He must have stayed up there for a reason.
Well, why don't you ask Ricky? I'll let him explain it to you.
Frank, we're still waiting.
I'm coming, guys, I'm coming. Usual.
Yeah. Well, there's someone who won't be winning Barman of the Year.
Frank, I'll be right with you, Grant. I'm sure it'll all be fine, but I mean, this part is so important to Paulie. We just want to get things right. Well, of course you don't understand.
Frank, I'm still waiting.
And I said in a minute, Grant. Oh, well, that's great. Just give it a minute, Jeffrey.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like?
I said I was coming, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you're a bit slow.
Haven't you got an ounce of patience in your body?
No, not where you're concerned.
Now listen, Grant.
Right then. What's going on here?
Bar staff's a bit slow.
He wouldn't wait.
Oh, wouldn't he?
Peggy, please don't. Peggy.
Right, Grant. Whose name's above that door?
Well, not his, that's for sure. What's the problem?
I'm just going to put your brother straight on something. Now, whatever interest you have in this place, I'm still the licensee, and whoever's behind that bar is down to me. Now, if you don't like it, Grant, you can go elsewhere. Understood?
Hold on, fellas.
Well, you got the cash on you, have you?
Hang on a sec, excuse me.
Oh, no, sorry.
Hello? Oh, Irish, you all right? We can't have done. That was a brand new rate. No, I can't do it tomorrow. It'll have to be Friday. Okay, cheers.
Phil, I'm going to have to pay you later, my old son. I'm in a hurry.
You didn't say you can take it.
Why don't you go and play with the traffic?
I've got the brakes, did the leads, did the strip
Phil,
cap.
you are a diamond, old son. I appreciate
What are you playing at? I thought we agreed.
What? You fixed Frank's car?
To keep Mum happy, I told you.
What, so you bottled it?
What do you think she says? She gave me a load of grief and I don't need it right now.
Which side are you on?
Well, yours, but it's a stupid idea. You can mess Frank around if you want, but I've got more important things to do.
Oh, what, someone my own, am I?
Yeah, it looks like it. Like a little kid sometimes. Spiteful.
All right, I've got a message. Now get off me back. What are you doing here?
An answer to a simple question. Why did you sabotage my car?
I didn't.
No, of course you didn't. The fairies did it.
Frank, what are you talking about?
According to the mechanic, the king lead was loose. Now, does that ring a bell at all?
I was talking to Grant. You rushed me. It was my fault. It was a mistake.
What do you got me down as? Some sort of ice cream?
You really want an answer?
Grant.
I just can't win with you two, can I? This deal was so important to me.
Not interested.
No, you're not interested, but you will be. Now listen, you can do what you want with me, but when it affects the people that I love, that is an entirely different ballgame. I wanted the world from them, and I nearly had it. This was a deal of a lifetime. Do you have any idea what you've done?
Frank, I'm sorry.
Don't apologise to him. I mean, he's got the Vic. What more does he want?
The Vic? Is that what this is all about? The Vic?
No, it's about you, Frank. You killed my wife, you moved in with my mum, you took everything I had. Now, your name may be above the door of that pub, but it's still mine, and it always will be.
Who do you think you're hurting with all this? Not me.
Oh, I've had enough.
So have I. Now, you've been playing a very dangerous game with me, and it ends now. You even think of harming my family again, and I'll have you. Both of you. From now on, we're playing by my rules. We, Grant?
What's this problem?
Oh, how long you got?
Sir.
Excuse me.
Guess the poem, me, Nina?
And what's the magic word?
Lager. So, how's it going with him?
Ah, no problem. We all know where we stand, don't we? He just needed to be told, that's all.
Good. That's good.
Yes, young lady, and what can I tempt you with?
Look at him. You think he owned the place?
You want to cheer up, you? Take a leaf out your brother's book.
When I want your advice, I'll ask for it.
Oh, sorry, I spoke. What's up with you anyway? Get out the wrong side of the bed this morning.
This glass is dirty.
Looks fine to me.
Just change the glass.
You trying to be funny?
Don't look, I'm laughing. Can you change the glass?
Don't push it, Grant.
Get some plant, will you, Frank?
Just a moment, sir. I'm serving a customer.
Yeah, well, hurry up.
Do you mind keeping it down just a tad? Thank you.
So what are you going to do? Bar me?
Oh, what a lovely idea.
Only you can't. So get me another drink.
What's your problem, Grant? You that rich you can afford to drive away customer?
I can do what I like, see. I own half the pub.
Now you listen to me, pal.
Frank, you're a loser.
That's enough. I think it's time me and you and have a little chat, don't you?
Look, nothing to say to you.
What is it, Grant? Don't tell me you're scared of me. Come on.
And you're saying it too loud.
I obviously didn't make myself clear last time, did I?
Oh, you made yourself very clear, Frank. You're playing the game according to your rules, only I ain't playing here, and I certainly ain't sticking to the rules.
When are you gonna let it rest?
I'll never let it rest, Frank.
Well, you've got to learn to deal with it soon, son, because I am now family.
You're not family, Frank. The only contribution you ever made to this family was a funeral. And I will never, ever deal with that.
Hang on a minute.
Take
Look,
your
how
hands
many
off me.
about that? How many times have I got to say to you that I'm sorry?
I don't care if you're sorry. Ain't gonna bring it back, is it? And I will never, ever let that rest.
Right, that's enough.
Stay out of this, Mum.
Not a chance. Can you give us a minute, please, Frank?
Yeah, I could do with a bit of fresh air.
Are we clear about things now, Frank?
Oh, no, you don't. Upstairs, Grant. Now. Frank and I, well, we've been talking about our future. And we decided to make a few changes. We're going to sell the Vic.
Just hang on a minute, Grant. Hear your mother
This is
out.
your idea, I take it.
It was my decision, Grant.
Yeah, one that he forced you into making.
Grant, leave it, will you?
Nah.
Listen, Frank didn't force me into anything.
Oh, what, you tell me you'd still be going if he hadn't come along?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, then.
Look, Grant, without Frank, I'd have been stuck here for the rest of my life, alone and unhappy and worrying myself sick about you lot. Well, where are you going to move to?
We haven't finalised the details yet, darling.
You can't sell the Vic, it's the family home.
When was the last time you came over here, eh? I mean, you got your own business, a life away from the pub.
I've got money invested in this place. I own half of it.
You'll get all your money back with profit on top. Oh, Phil, you got anything to say about this?
If it's what you really want to do, then good luck to you.
Now, Grant, love, don't walk off like that.
Let him go, Peggy. Let him calm down. Come on, sit down, darling. He'll calm down. I think you owe your mother an apology, don't you?
Stay out of things that don't concern you, Frank.
Come on, let's go inside. We'll talk about it there.
What's the point? You've already been brainwashed.
There's more to life than Walford, Grant. You do well to remember that for yourself. Come on, Frank.
You're an odd man to find.
Well, why'd you bother looking then? Mum sent you?
No. I came because I'm sick to death of watching you two tear each other apart.
Well, you won't have to much longer, Frank, will you? Because you're moving out, remember?
I've come round. I tried to talk some sense into you. Phil, I'm not leaving things this way.
Doesn't seem like you got a lot of choice.
Listen, your mum's worked hard all her life. She deserves a decent retirement. I don't want to sit in there worrying about her son she never even speaks to.
I don't need this, Frank.
I'm trying to help you avoid a mistake that you'll regret for the rest of your life. Phil, you've got to straighten this out.
Why? So you don't get any grief while you're topping up your suntan?
You're making your mother's life a misery.
No, I don't think so. Because she don't care what I say, what I do, or what happens to me.
That's not true.
Well, ask her then. Get her to tell you. I don't count, and I never have done. The only difference is now, I feel exactly the same way about her.
Can't do this, Phil. Your mother loves you to death. You treat her like dirt.
She don't love me, she loves Grant.
Listen to me. She gave birth to you. She brought you up. She couldn't love you more if she tried.
So what about Kathy then?
What's Kathy got to do with it? Is it about you and your mum?
Grant slept with Kathy and she never said a word against him.
But that's between you and Grant.
Yeah, maybe it was. But when I went with Sharon, Mum made me feel like scum for what I did. But Grant gets hurt and then she steps in, doesn't she?
Well, that was different.
Yeah, that's right. It was. Because I cared for Sharon. Grant slept with Kathy just because he felt like it.
Yes, but you had Lisa. You still have.
Yeah, but I didn't want her, did I? I wanted Kathy. Frank, we were getting back together again. We were going to be a family again. But he still did it.
Look, I understand how you feel, but that's all in the past.
Of course it ain't. Frank, I go to sleep thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it. And I think exactly the same thing. What could have been if it wasn't for him. Now, Grant's wrecked my life. And Mum, she may as well pat him on the back. And you want me to go and say sorry to her?
No. I want you to stop hurting each other.
Then move as far away from here as you can.
Phil!
Oh, shut up, Frank, will ya? Look, for the last time, I'm not interested, OK?
We've saved you Christmas dinner. It won't take a minute to eat up. Dan, would you like some?
No, it's all right. Not hungry.
Hang on a minute, son. Don't you think you're being a bit rude?
First off, I ain't your son. And second, like I said, I had a bit of business.
It really doesn't matter, Frank.
It matters to me. Turning up 2 hours late, what do you think you're playing at?
Have you been drinking?
I'm sober as a judge.
I think Rosie deserves an apology, don't you?
Oh, Frank, leave it. He's not worth the trouble.
No. No, I never was I not?
You take after your father.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was twice the man of anyone else in this room. Now, do you want to listen to what I've got to say, or not?
No. No, we don't.
If it was important enough to bring you round here and embarrass your mother, why don't you get it off your chest?
Frank, sit down, please.
Phil! I want to word with you about Ricky.
I don't know where he is.
Not good enough. You're going to tell me everything you know.
I need to be released and they give me a break.
I'm giving no one a break tonight. Now, you're going to let me in.
She's in a bad way. We'll have to go somewhere else. Wait here. Be as quick as I can. 2 minutes. I've got to talk to him.
But you ain't got to talk to me.
What's this all about Ricky and some car ringing scam?
Who have you been talking to, Frank?
Always knew your business was crooked, but it's nothing to drag my boy into it.
Well, who said my business was anything to do with Ricky leaving? Oi! We're going this way.
Oh, I've been dreading this moment, Frank. What can I say?
You messed up! Then you used my business to try to clear it up!
It's our business, actually, Frank.
Exactly, meaning if you go down, I go down with you! Did he put you up to this? I asked you a question!
Tell him.
Well, it was my idea to start with, and when I get second thoughts, well, Phil stepped in, yeah.
That was when Ricky found out that he lost it.
And this is how it all ends up, eh? With me losing my boy. Well, excuse me if I'm not cracking open the champagne.
I can't tell you how badly I feel about this.
Try! Why don't you try? Then I'll tell you how badly I feel. And then we both can compare notes, yes?
But there's no point in arguing how we got into it. It's how we get out of it that we need to discuss.
Do you think I give a toss about your poxy little racket? I want my boy back!
Of course you do. And you will.
What does Pat say about this?
Pat doesn't know. Oh. Frank, she mustn't know either. No. Please, Frank, I'm begging you. Oh, look, I've done a stupid thing, but don't put my marriage down the pan at all.
I go away for how long? And this happens.
Yeah, well, I've got to level with you, Frank. It's what's going on before you left. Look, I know this is all a mess, but well, Peggy's had this idea.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you telling me Peggy set this up?
Well, yeah, she was the one who wanted to keep it going.
This is not over. This is not over! If this was just about me being taken for a mug, I might learn to live with that. But my son is missing, and that means that I'm very angry.
It weren't just the bent motors, he was upset about all sorts of stuff.
Yes, but it was the bent motors that sent him over the top, wasn't it?
He'd worked himself up into a state thinking he was going to go to jail and that.
Well, funny enough, he's not on his own.
It's not going to come to that.
Look at Mark Barker here. What do you know about it?
It was only because he already had a record.
And why is that, Phil? Why's he already got a record? It always comes back to you, mister.
And how Ricky is, it's got nothing to do with you, has it, Frank? Now, do me a favour, you're his old man, ain't you?
Meaning?
Well, it's always best to shift the blame, innit, Frank? That way you don't have to feel guilty yourself, do you?
Whoa, hang on a minute. It wasn't me that started fencing Bent Motors.
You know, you never let him grow up, Frank. It was always your boy, wasn't he? Well, he's not. He's 27 years old. He's a grown man. And maybe if you'd have treated him like one, he might have started acting like one.
You shut your mouth.
Look, I didn't start all this. I got dragged into it. And just ask this one question, yeah? Where would Ricky have been all these years without me, eh? I mean, let's face it. Who gave him a job? Not you.
Look, can we all stop arguing just for a minute, please?
I told Lisa I'd only be 2 minutes.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Not until you've told me everything that went on.
The Bent Motors were just an excuse. He was looking for a way out.
What?
Bianca's got another bloke. That's what Ricky found out when he went up to Manchester. She's living with him.
Oh.
And if you'd have bothered going to see your grandchild while you were with Claire, you'd have found that out for yourself, wouldn't you?
I had other things on my mind, didn't I? Why didn't he phone me and tell me?
Because he didn't want to worry you, that's why.
Look, I didn't want to worry you.
Why is everybody so worried about me being worried?
Because we know what you get like when you are. Let it come back just like you come back. Maybe he wants to grow up a bit, you know? And maybe, Frank, just maybe, he wants to do it without you.
What a mess.
Oh, look what you've done.
Look, if I'm just going to be hanging around, can I go and do the last half hour? Dad?
Your dad's upset at the moment, darling.
What are we going to do about that?
You wait downstairs in the bar and I'll come and get you.
Penny for the guy, was it?
I need to talk to you.
Go across to the pub, Lise. See you there in a bit.
See you later, Frank.
Yes, sweetheart, yeah.
So, what was it? Social call?
Hardly.
Oh, that's a shame. What then?
Oh, I think you already know, Phil.
No. I'm lost.
Hey, come on, stop playing games. We've known each other too long for this.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
All right, cards on the table, eh? Where is it?
Where's what?
I said cards on the table.
So, Janine will be off up to Manchester by now, won't she?
No, she's not.
Now, why would you tell me a big pork pie like that, Frank, eh? Is it possible that Frank's been up to saying he shouldn't have been?
Look, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Peggy knows nothing about this, so I'm asking you very, very nicely.
Well, you say cards on the table, yeah? The only trouble is, Frank, it don't seem like you got any cards at all. I'm drinking cranberry juice these days. You fancy one?
All I want to know is it's still here.
Well, until I know what it is, how can I tell you whether I've...
Janine said you saw it. You spoke about it, so it must be you.
Are we talking about the note that was propped against the champagne bottle on the kitchen table?
Yes!
Well, why didn't you say that in the first place? We could have saved ourselves a lot of bother, couldn't we?
Phil, you carry on like this and
And just slow down, Frank, eh? Because I'd like to say go ahead and try, but I don't really want your face all over my carpet, especially since I've just had it cleaned.
Give me.
What was it? Love letter?
Phil, please, why are you doing this to me?
Or maybe something about renewing your marriage vows.
Please.
Or was it something altogether different, Frank? Which might account for you slipping out the back door with a suitcase in your hand and a big pork pie about Janine, eh?
It was a stupid thing, but it's not going to happen now, so will you give me a break?
So, you write my mum a note, then you disappear to God knows where. And then half an hour later, you come back and you don't want my mum to read the note at all. And I have to ask myself, what happened in the time you was away?
Pat changed her mind.
Pat did.
We both did. Look, I know what you're thinking, and you're probably right, but this was never about your mother. I never set out to hurt her, Phil. I still think she's a wonderful woman.
Huh?
I'm not talking to you as a stepfather now. I'm talking to you man to man, because you have been there. We're talking about Sharon. We're talking about that other bird you was knocking about with. What was her name?
Lorna.
Lorna. And Lord knows who else. Don't pretend you haven't been there.
There's only one problem, Frank. This is my mum we're talking about. And a woman that she likes to call her friend, which just makes it a little bit awkward, if you know what I mean.
So have we reached an understanding then?
Understanding?
Neither of us want to see your mother hurt, if it's not necessary.
Fair enough.
Just, give me the note. We'll pretend this conversation never happened.
Well, there's only one problem, Frank.
And what's that?
I ain't got it. You think I'm the kind of bloke that goes around reading other people's letters?
Then how did you know what was in it if you haven't read it?
I didn't have to, did I? Because you told me everything. The last time I saw you, it was still on the kitchen table. Hello?
Phil, I need you here. Straight away.
I'm on my way. That was Mum. Sounded a bit upset.
Hope you all enjoyed the fireworks. Good night.
Where are you going?
Look after my Mum. Because someone's got her, haven't they?
I wonder where were your mum?
Tell him to go.
She's owed an explanation.
I don't need much of an excuse to be you, Frank.
Peggy, please.
Message from Mum. Sling your hook.
Where am I supposed to stay?
Well, if you're asking to keep on my sofa, you can forget it. Well?
I can't go without seeing Janine.
It didn't stop you before, did it?
Come on, Phil. It'll give me a chance to pack the rest of my stuff.
We'll make it quick then.
You could have stopped this happening, you know.
How could I now?
You made me think you had that note.
Well, was it me that wrote it? Was it me that was slipping off behind her back with your ex?
You kept me hanging about over there when I could have been here sorting it out.
Frank, she's my mother. You come to me telling me you're having it off with another woman. I'm supposed to just let it go, yeah? Wake up, will you?
Let me see her, please. If only to say sorry.
You always fancied yourself as a bit of a big shot, didn't you, Frank, eh? Well, take a look at yourself. Go on. Look in the mirror. The used car king who's all used up. I wonder Pat dumped you. Your MOT's run out, mate.
Because we had some wonderful times together.
Phil!
Peggy, please.
Phil, I want him out of here.
Darling, let me explain, will you?
You heard what she said?
Should have listened to myself right from the start.
Sorry?
I always had you down as a rotten swine from the first time I clapped eyes on you. Why did I ever let you talk me round? I don't know.
Oh, Peggy.
You absolutely sure it wasn't someone playing some stupid joke?
No, it was no joke. He said he was a mate. He didn't leave his name. He said Frank was dead. The car went off the road. And he said something about being sorry. And he called me back first thing in the morning.
So that's it then, he's definitely dead. Right, well, do you fancy a glass of champagne?
Don't, Phil.
All I can say is I hope it was painful.